Hey guys, I'm Oxy, and today we're gonna talk about the worst thing in Fallout 76 PvP. Yes, this is everything you need to know about Fallout 76 PvP in a nutshell. So in this video we're gonna talk about PvP, we're gonna talk about builds, we're gonna talk about weapons, PvP tactics, and also basically everything aid. So we're gonna test things, and after this hopefully you're never gonna do PvP in this game because it's really broken, but it's also very fun. So this is my PvP character Mike. Yeah, I'm just calling him Mike because I like that name. I'm gonna show you first my build, what weapons I'm using, and after we're gonna go and test things and talk about things. So let's see first my build. Now, let's start with my mutations. Also, I'm running junkies on this one, so I have addictions. I didn't got 5 addictions, I only have 4. I don't know, looks like I lost 1 addiction somehow. Okay. Also, mutations, what I'm using, Eagle Eye, Marsupial, and Speed Demon. Those are the 3 mutations that I'm using for this build. Now, let's see my weapons. First weapon that I'm using is a Junkie's Explosive Automatic Laser Rifle. In this one I have the short recon scope because I use this one in big distances to aim with this to shoot my target. Let's see the next one. Probably one of the best weapon in PvP is the quad Tesla, quad faster fire rate, it faster reload, modded, completely automatic. People like to use this Tesla for the ammo capacity. I mean, just look at this 60 in one mag is just really good, and with the faster fire rate it's just perfect for PvP. The other weapon that I use is the quad faster fire rate laser rifle. Now I like this thing because I have 111 in one mag, and I just like to aim with this to have some fun, to shoot other players with this. Multiple times I did kill players with this laser rifle, and I just like it. Next weapon is probably the best PvP Vats weapon that we have right now in the game, quad faster fire rate railway rifle. 40 spikes in one mag with the faster fire rate. Look at the fire rate, 98. That's pretty good. Modded for fully automatic. Barely using any AP in VATS. This thing is just perfect for VATS. The other laser rifle that I'm using is the quad explosive. Again, pin splitter. Reflex sign on this one, forceful stock. To have higher condition bar, stabilize automatic barrel, and speed receiver for higher rate of fire. Also, I'm using a gamma gun. This one is a quad one with fast crit and faster reload, pretty good one. With the deep dish, also sharpshooter grip and signal repeater for better fire rate. Now this one is also good because I think I have over 30 in one mag. Yes, 32 in one mag, and it's shooting pretty fast. The last weapon that I have is this one. It's a Vampire Faster Fire Tesla. Now this one is also really good because Vampire does work in PvP, so you can heal yourself with this. It's not healing you really fast. It's not as good as in PvE. It's definitely nerfed for PvP, but it's healing you. So sometimes could be useful. Let's start with my armor. My armor is Assassin Sentinel. We're gonna talk about armors, how they're working in PvP a little bit later. Assassin Sentinel AP refresh heavy leather set. Always put on your chest dance. Stabilize on the arms and ultralight on the legs. That's my choice. And let's see my build. Now, I'm not gonna say this build is perfect. It's definitely not the best build. But for me, this is the build that I like to run, and this is working for me. Now in strength I have traveling pharmacy on 3 because I do carry a lot of camps and a lot of stim packs which you need in PvP. Now bandolier obviously because railway spikes are heavy, so I need this thing. Pretty standard perception on the commando perks, tank killer and concentrate fire. I use concentrate fire only because the railway rifle is working in Vats, so make it much more accurate in Vats. Now, if you don't want to use concentrated fire, there's another really great perk that you can use here. What is it? I forgot his name. It's called long shot. Your rifle have 30% more range and more accuracy while aiming downside. So when you aim, for example, when I'm gonna aim with my explosive laser rifle, I'm gonna have more range and more accuracy with this one. But since I use a lot the railway rifle in VATS, I do prefer to have concentrated fire, but this one it's also a really good choice. Let's continue. Now in endurance I do have lead belly. This is kind of food build perk you can say, but if when you're gonna spam quantums, right? Because you're gonna spam quantums in this game when people are gonna shoot you with Teslas and explosive Gatling plasmas and things like that. Basically, quantums are giving you radiation, and when you're gonna spam like, I don't know, 50 in a couple of seconds, you're gonna get a lot of radiation. So with lead belly on level 3, you take no radiation from eating and drinking. It's just, I need this perk, I can't live without this perk. Now, I do know a lot of people do talk about that ghoulish does work with the radiation, what you get from quantums. So you can heal with the quantums and also with ghoulish. I'm not sure if that thing is actually working. If it's working, you can try it. I'm honestly good with this one. Obviously, adamantium skeleton do not get crippled. Cola not, because we do use quantums. That's really important. You get double. You get now 3 times actually the beneficial from the cola products. Fireproof, obviously, to take less explosive damage from your opponents, explosive Gatling plasmas and other explosive weapons. Okay, Field Surgeon must have in any type of PvP build, just makes Stimpaks and Radar Way to work much more quicker. Also strange in number to share all the good stuff from the mutations, and also you can jump higher. First aid, obviously. First aid with Field Surgeon, it's a really good combination, and they're working pretty well with each other. Gunsmith, I have it on level 3, but you don't really need it. You can put batteries included, or you can put up Nerd Rage and you're gonna be a little bit even more tankier. I just like to use Gunsmith because I don't have a lot of repair kits. On this character I actually have 0 repair kits. And when I'm on a fight, I don't want that my laser rifle is gonna break every second. So I kinda need this. But you can put Nerd Rage or you can put... really depends what you're carrying. If you're carrying a lot of fusion cells, a lot of energy ammo, you're gonna put batteries included. Now agility, true hiker, you need this because you're gonna carry a lot of quantums and other aid items that can give you more health and lots of benefits. So true hiker, it's probably a must-have in any type of PvP build. Now border survival, I do have it on level 3 because I don't like my health to go too low. So this is just perfect to help keep up my health bar. White Knight, this is really changing. If I do fight a player that is not using railway rifles or other weapons that are working in VATS, at this time, we're gonna talk about those a little bit later. I'm gonna use White Knight because leather armor does broke pretty fast in PvP. So if I don't use White Knight, I usually use Secret Agent to make my stealth boys to last longer. Also, dodgy, it's a must-have in any type of PvP build. It's helping you to avoid damage at the cost of 30 action point per hit. Now this thing in a combination with quantums or other aid items that are giving you AP, it's pretty powerful. Can suppress a lot of damage. Luck. I have a Serendipity even if I'm not a low health build. Serendipity did save my ass multiple times in PvP when my health got too low, so this perk is actually good. 4-leaf clover because I do use laser rifles and also railway rifles, and I want to spam those criticals sometimes. So yeah, strange genes to not obviously to not lose my mutations. Let's see, my legendary purse only have 2 slots, so I put 2 points in strength and 2 points in endurance, and in the future, when I'm gonna unlock one more slot on this account, probably I'm gonna put more points in agility, so I can have White Knight and also Secret Agent up at the same time. So yeah, this is my build. Not the best build, but it's working pretty well with me. Now in this video, I just want to showcase you my build, talk about PvP. We're gonna test weapons, we're gonna do some fight with my friend Smallbro to test everything that you need to know. But if you want to see real action, you can check my videos on this channel. Just go in playlist section and you're gonna see it's gonna be over there a section Fallout 76 PvP, and you can check them all. Now I know what you're gonna think about this video, and I want to clarify some things before we're gonna test other things. That this video is for players that want to start PvP in this game. You need to know that the PvP in this game is very unfair and it's not well balanced at the time when I'm filming this video. And if any change about everything what I show here in this video is gonna be in the future, I'm gonna pinpoint those things in the comment section, so you're gonna know about those. For example, something changed about this weapon and now it's actually better in PvP. I'm gonna pinpoint that in the comment section. So now that I show you my weapons, my build, let's start with the aid because aid is really important, and after we're gonna talk about other builds and PvP tactics. Now really important things that you can use, it just really depends what kind of player are you, what do you like to use in PvP. So I'm gonna start with things that I usually use in PvP. I do use Bubblehead Medicine, even if I have Field Surgeon and also First Aid. Stimpaks is healing with 30% more. This is really useful in PvP. I just jam a Stimpak and my health is back. That's really useful for me. Now buff that, it's also good. Let's just go down here because you can see things better here. Right, buff that. What I do like about this cam, it's not the +2 strength, it's the +3 endurance, which is giving you more health. And also it's giving you +40% max health for 5 minutes. And every cam, every aid, every food, everything that can give you more health, that can max your health, it's useful. It's really useful. If your health is like 600, you're gonna be much more tankier, you can tank much more damage. So buff that, it's really good. Now for AP, canned coffee, it's also good. Look at that, 300 AP. It's not for a long time, but it's really good. Another thing that I do use, it's Halloween candy, because the weight is really low for this and it's a good food. So when you see Monster Mash, it's good to stock up on these things because they weigh nothing and they are just good to eat. Now I do use hard lemonade. You need to make lemonade, and after hard lemonade you need to find Mr. Squeeze, the lemonade stand, to actually buy the recipes for these things. But why do I buy this thing? It's giving me max AP boost. Yes, and that's also really good because your AP is gonna regen faster with this thing, and also you can sleep and you can play the guitar. I don't know exactly which one is giving you more AP. I think if you play the guitar, yes, if you play a guitar or any kind of instrument, musical instrument, you're gonna get more AP regen, and if you sleep, you're gonna get more XP, which we don't care about. High voltage Hefe. Now this one, it's also a really good one because it's giving you more damage with your energy weapons, right? And at the cost of durability. So basically improve energy weapon damage by 15%, but increase the condition cost by 15% for 5 minutes. I think it's good. It's definitely useful in PvP. Also, you can use bobblehead energy weapons, which is giving you even more damage, so that's also useful. Now Medex. It's giving you plus 25 damage resistant for 5 minutes, and that's about it. I do like to use it. I think it's a useful cam. I know a lot of people don't use it, but I just feel like it's making you to take more damage. I mean, it's making you to be able to take more damage. I don't know, I have that feeling, but this cam, it's actually was useful for me many times in PvP. Mounted Honey. Again, we don't care about the charisma and strength. It's giving you more HP. So it's maxing your HP, which is also really good. We're gonna test these things in a minute. It's gonna show you first. Now, let's see the 3 quantum types that probably you're gonna use. Look at Cherry. So with the Cola Nut perk, you're getting 300 HP and 75 AP regen. Not for a long time, but it's useful. Nuka-Cola 120 AP, HP, and AP only 30. So Nuka-Cola is not the best one, but it's okay. But Nuka-Cola Clondus, look at that, HP 600 and 300 AP with the Cola Nut perk. Now this one is the best one. That's why people are using it, and that's why they spam it. It's making a good combination between dodgy and the other perks, so it's just really good. Overdrive also a good cam for damage, and if you use the railway rifle, it's giving you more crit damage to use it sometimes. Now Psycho Buff, it's a really good cam, and I actually need to stock up on this cam again because I'm kinda low right now. This one is giving you plus 25 damage with any weapon that you have, plus 3 strength, 3 endurance, which is more HP, and plus 65 max health for 3 minutes. Now this one, it's the best one, plus 65 max health for 3 minutes, wonderful. Psychotats, also really good cam, it's just giving you damage and damage resistant. People used to use this thing a lot back in the day in PvP. I don't see many players using it anymore. Everybody want more HP, so everybody's using the Psycho buff. Other camps, Style Boys are also really useful. The Mark III Style Boy, invisible for 90 seconds. It's gonna be doubled or tripled or I don't know how many times. But with the Secret Agent perk, it's gonna last much more longer, so it's useful to not get Vats in PvP. Now I do use only Super Steam packs because they healing you much more. So this thing in a combination with Field Surgeon and First Aid and also with the Bubblehead of medicine, it's just gonna make my health to pop back straight away. PvP magazines, what I do usually use is this one, US Government Operational Manual 3, minus 10% damage from players, useful. Probably everybody's gonna use Unstoppable number 5, it's giving you a 30% chance to avoid energy damage. Really useful, this one. Vintage Nuka Shine, I do use these things sometimes. It's only because just increase AP regen by 50%. That's OP. That's really good. That's really good. You're gonna black out and it's gonna fast travel you in a random location, but you're gonna have really good AP regen with this thing. Also vodka, it's good. It's giving you max HP. Can give you more HP, which is good. XL, sometimes I do use it. I'm pretty low on cams because I need to stock up on them. Lost through to all special for 2 minutes can be useful. Now let's see my HP. You see it's 325, not as big. I could get even more if I would put a life giver, but I just don't have space for everything. Now let's buff that up. Now keep in mind that was 325. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Mounted honey, HP 25. Okay, that one is gonna help us. Psycho buff to 65. What else do I have here? Vodka, it's mounted honey with vodka, it's not stacking, so you can use which one you want. I think Excel it's stacking with psycho buff. Okay, let's see. And no, it's not stacking with psycho buff. Okay, don't take back our psycho buff. We have 430 HP and we did have 325. So we did buff our HP to 405, which is pretty good, so we can take more damage. Now this thing is not gonna last for long, as you can see the mounted honey only for 4 minutes and the psycho buff for 2 minutes. So that's why you're gonna need a bunch of them in PvP, because you can't put everything in endurance. I mean, in endurance I would really want to have also life giver, right? I would really want camp find. 20 camps I think is gonna last 100% longer. I can't have that because it's just too much. I would really want to have bullish. I would really want to have life giver to give him plus 45 health to my maximum health. Those are really good perks for PvP. Sadly, you're not gonna have space for everything, so you need to decide which one you're gonna use. And next we're gonna test some weapons, and we're gonna talk about armor. We're gonna test some cavalier armor. And yeah, so now I'm here with my PvP character, and Small Bright's also here, the dummy. And first we're gonna try some weapons that are not working in PvP, so you should know to never use them in Vats. We're talking about Vats here. What weapons are not working in PvP? Vats. Now, let's start with a handmade. Everybody like these weapons. They are good. This is an anti-armor, faster fire rate and less AP cost per shot. Moderately powerful automatic receiver. It looks like I don't have any bullets for it, so Small Bro, drop me some bullets. So we can see no bullets. That's like too much. I'm gonna take like, I don't know, 95. Right. So let's see with Vats, right? I'm just gonna shoot in the torso and go really close to him, and let's see how much damage we're doing. Oh, now when we're out of Vats, we're doing some damage. Look at this, right? Now we're doing some damage. You can see that. But let's Vats him in the head, right? Look at his health bar. Nothing, nothing. And out of AP. No damage at all in Vats. Okay, don't stim pack, let's see. You see? But when you free aim him, you're doing some damage. But in Vats, no damage. So you should know by now, don't use handmade rifles, combat rifles, fixers, anything basically which is automatic in Vats. Don't use handmaids, they are not working in Vats. Now let's see this thing. Submachine gun, right? This is an executioner, faster fire rate with less AP cost. And again, drop me some bullets, some 45s, because I only have 30. So we're gonna test this thing again in Vats, just to prove a point. Okay. Just gonna reload it. Bats him in the head. And no damage again. But if we free aim him, there's a lot of damage over there. In Vats, no damage. So for all those players that are complaining, oh, you're cheating because I Vats you in the head. Keep in mind, combat rifles, fixers, submachine guns, explosive, non-explosive, they are not working in Vats at this point at all, so don't bother to Vats other people. Now, let's see what weapons are still not working in Vats. For example, take this, right? Railway rifle. Junk is explosive. This is a really good railway rifle, right? Let's test it. If it's working in Vats. In the head. No damage. Just a little bit of damage actually from the explosion that we're doing. Slightly bit of damage, you see? But it's not gonna kill him at all. We can stagger him, but not doing damage. Again, explosive railway rifles are not working in VATS at this point. It's not doing damage in PvP. Keep in mind, we're talking about PvP. If I would shoot with this thing a ghoul, the ghoul would die, no problem. But if I shoot another player in VATS, it's just not gonna do damage. Now, let's see another rifle that is not working in VATS. Energy weapon, quad faster fire rate, laser rifle, right? Let's see it. Is it working in VATS or not? He's gonna VATS him in the head. No damage at all. But if I free aim him again, we can do some damage, as you can see. No issue with that. Only in VATS it's not working. That's a problem. Let's see this. Quad explosive laser rifle. Is this thing gonna work in VATS? Let's see. VATSing. Now this thing is doing some damage in VATS, but the only damage that is doing is the explosive one. So can I kill Small Bro with this thing? Yes, probably I can, but it's eating my AP very, very fast. So laser rifles, they do work in VATS, but they're just not as good as you would think. But if I free aim him, I'm doing much more damage with this thing. So again, use a stim pack again to heal up. Okay, let's see in that. Doing some damage, not much. Decent damage, but if I free aim him, this is much more. Much more. So explosive legacy laser rifles do work in VATS, but they only doing the explosive damage. And the only reason that is doing that explosive damage is because they are broken, right? They're doing about 100% explosive damage. This is how it used to be back in the day, the explosive weapons. And looks like with the legacy weapons it's still the same, that's why they are so overpowered. So they do work in VATS, but it's not really recommended to use them in VATS. Now let's see another weapon that is also working in VATS. Now this thing, it's good. Quad gamma gun with VATS crit and faster reload, this thing is good. You would think that it's not working in VATS, but it actually does. Look at this. We're gonna irradiate Small Bro to death. And this thing, it's good. It's working in VATS, no issue with this. Working with aim. And he's gonna die with from radiation probably. So, again, gamma gun working in VATS, right? Explosive laser rifles are working in VATS, but they are not as good as you think because they're eating your AP. Non-explosive laser rifles, where is it, the non-explosive one, are not working in VATS. Combat rifles, submachine guns, explosive, non-explosive, handmades, they are not working in VATS. Keep in mind that. Now we're gonna test a shotgun. How about shotguns? Are shotguns doing some damage? Let's see it in VATS. Gonna VATS him in the head. And yeah, no damage. Again. I don't know why. But let's see if I free aim him. If I free aim him, I'm doing some damage. No issue, no problem. VATS, again, nothing. So combat shotguns, double barrel shotguns, pump shotguns, explosive, non-explosive, they are not working in VATS in PvP as well. Now let's see weapons that are actually working in VATS in PvP. So you did see the gamma gun, it's working. You did see the explosive laser rifle working, but not as good. Let's test something ridiculous. A bow. Is the bow working in VATS in PvP? Now, let's see. It does. It does working. Does doing some damage. And actually is doing some good damage. As you can see. Let's see. And we are out of PvP. Okay. So, okay, I missed that shot. Let's just shoot him in the torso. We're doing very little damage with this bow. But we're slowly gonna kill him maybe one day. So I'm like really confused now. Looks like it's working or it's not working. Okay, let's see a critical. Okay, see his health bar. And we did 2 damage. So yes, they do work in VATS, but how good are they? That's just not good at all. So we did kill him with a bow. Die, you enclave. And it's gonna take forever to kill him now when he's down. But as you can see, bows are do work in VATS, and Smallbra is just laughing now. But yeah, these things, for some reason, bows do work in VATS. Now when he's coming back, we're gonna test another weapon, which is the crossbow. Another weapon that is working in VATS. Now this one can be actually good if you get a quad faster fire rate, a quad VATS crit, and you have 4 arrows in one mag. You can mag dump your opponent. That would work. That would be good. Now, for some reason, these things are working. My bet is that only weapons with solid projectiles are working in PvP right now at this moment. So for example, the bow, the crossbow, the grenade launcher. Yes, the grenade launcher is also working in VATS, in PvP, and also non-explosive railway rifles. And those are the most OP one. We're gonna test those also. Let's see. And the crossbow, as you can see, is doing just much more damage. Now, there is some bugs behind us. Oh, come on. Got them bugs. Okay. Let's see. Critical. And we're doing damage. So, we're gonna slowly kill him, I guess, with a crossbow, but as I said, if you have a quad one with fast crit or faster fire rate, it would be good, but I don't recommend it. It would be just fun, but again, I don't recommend it. So, now let's test this thing. This is a quad faster fire rate Tesla with faster reload. Is this thing working in VATS? Because it does have a solid projectile somehow, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, they do work, but slightly. We're doing barely any damage. It does work in VATS, but again, it's like the laser rifle, like the explosive laser rifle, eating your AP really fast, and it's just not worth it. Now let's see the best PvP VATS weapon, right? So you did see gamma guns working, explosive laser rifles working, crossbows and bows, yeah, they do work. Also automatic grenade launchers and non-automatic ones, they do work. But the best one, the best of the best VATS PvP weapon is the railway rifle. Non-explosive one, Keep in mind, the explosive one is not working in Vats. So let's see. This is a quad faster fire rate. There is no way he's gonna tank this much. I did see players tanking these things in power armor, but out of power armor it's really hard. So I'm just gonna shoot him a little bit. As you can see, I just do 2 shots and almost half of his health bar it's gone. See, again, doing a lot of damage. And if you mag dump him with this, he's gonna die. He's gonna die. And now let's check again back the other one. The junk is explosive one, right? Don't work with that. Again. And there's another trick here. If you crouch down small bro. So a lot of players are saying, oh, if you're crouched down I can't vats you. But actually you can. You can vats him and you can do damage. I'm gonna show you that you can do damage also. As you can see, I did do damage. I was crouched. Small bro is crouched. And even if I'm going a little bit far away, you see, I still can do some damage and it's crouched. Because I'm close to him, but he's gonna be crouched. I'm gonna go a little bit far away and now I can't vats him anymore. Let's talk about a little bit about the armor in PvP. What is worth using and what is not worth using in PvP. Sentinel Assassin is the best one. Also, Auto Steam Sentinel can be really good in PvP. I don't recommend any type of other armor. Auto Steam or Assassin Sentinel I think is the best one. Now, what type of armor is actually good in PvP? Obviously the best one is leather because have the highest energy resistant and everybody it's using explosive legacy weapons and you can tank those with this armor set. But the downfall is, as you can see, you are pretty weak against ballistic weapons. Currently they're not really working in Vats, but if somebody is gonna free aim you with the handmade, you're probably gonna die. Did happen with me because the ballistic resistance of the full Assassin Sentinel heavy leather set it's really low. Now scout armor it's also really good if you want to use it, have good energy and ballistic resistance. Combat armor is the second best one because have the highest condition bar and also have good energy and ballistic resistance. Basically scout, leather and heavy combat are good. Marine, it's not the best one, it's decent, I don't really recommend it. Trapper, I don't really recommend it. And other type of armor, again, I don't really recommend it. Just those two, just those three. Leather, heavy combat, and scout. That's my opinion. And this is my armor set, Assassin Sentinel heavy leather with AP refresh. Now on the chest I always put dance, right, to reduce explosive damage from other players. You should use that all the time. And for the arms I always put stabilize because I like to aim with my explosive laser weapons. So that's also really useful. At the legs I always put ultralight and that's about it. Now what is good about the Sentinel? Again, reducing damage when standing still. 15% giving you 75% chance to reduce damage by 15% while standing still, and also the Assassin legendary effect to reduce 8% of damage when standing still. Right, now we're gonna test this thing, how much I can tank. Small bro, oh we are out of PvP again. Right, so what I want from you is now, I'm just gonna jump, right, you're gonna shoot me with your quad Tesla, a full mag, and see if I'm gonna survive, alright? 1, 2, 3, start. And I died like nothing. So you can see it's good, it can tank a little bit, but even if you think it's gonna be the best armor set, yes it is. Can you tank a Tesla with this? Yes and no. Why? Because it's only giving you 75% chance to reduce damage when standing still. So not all the pieces are gonna work all the time. You're getting only a 75% chance. So let's go back to small bro and yeah. Oh, he put me over the mountain. There's no way that I'm gonna go over the mountain. So after a long walk all around the mountain, I'm back. And yeah, what I was saying, you're getting only 75% chance, right? To reduce damage when standing still. And if that 75% is not proccing on all the pieces that you have, you're just gonna die. Even with so high energy resistant, you're gonna die. Now, we're gonna test this thing again, one more time, and let's see how we're gonna do. But this time, I'm gonna buff myself. Gonna use Medex, Mounted Honey, and a Bobblehead of Medicine, which is gonna give me even more healing, right? And also Psycho Buff, which is giving me higher health. And now my health is 405. So that's pretty high, I would say. And if I'm pretty good, I can use also vodka. I don't know if it's stacking, it does not stacking with Mounted Honey, right? Now we're gonna test it again. You can start to shoot me. That was one mag, right? Can you give us a thumbs up for one mag? That was 60 Tesla. 60 fusion cell in one quad Tesla, right? So you did see this time it did proc all the pieces. And I did survive using stim packs and also just buffing up a little bit my health. So that's the thing, you can have the best PvP armor that you have. If your legendary effect on your armor is not gonna proc, you're just gonna get burned out. It did happen with me that multiple times. I did die and I didn't suppress any damage and I was standing still. So this thing is good, but it's not gonna make you invincible, it's not gonna make you really OP. Now when you're gonna be OP with this thing, it's when you're gonna spam. When you're gonna spam quantums. That's another thing. Now spamming 8 in this thing, it's a big thing actually, and I did talk about this at the start of the video. And let's see, I have 71 quantums on me, and one of my armor piece is actually broken. I don't know, can I repair it? I do have one repair kit left. Okay, I repair it. My armor is fully working. Let's just put up take off Secret Agent and put off White Knight. Will not broke my armor as fast. And now Small Bra is gonna mag dump me, right? Mag dump me, I'm gonna get close to you and I'm just gonna spam. 1, 2, 3, start. Okay, you can mag dump me again. That was it. That was 120 fusion cells from a quad faster fired Tesla. And I have no issue. You did see my health bar, it didn't even go half because of quantums. Quantums are really OP, 600 HP and also 300 AP, which is really going really good with dodgy. So quantums, obviously, that's why a lot of PvP players do use them in Vats. That's why I use them in Vats, not in Vats, in PvP, and that's why Smallbro is always using them also in PvP. Do you have some quantums on you, Smallbro? Okay, just stand still, and now I'm gonna mag dump you. Keep in mind, Smallbro don't have leather armor, and we're gonna mag dump him. You don't have quantums on you? You don't have? Oh, okay, I'm gonna drop you some quantums. Okay. Where did I drop them? Oh, they're over there. 52. That should be enough for you to just do one mag. Let's see. Yeah, you're just gonna spend the quantums, and we want to see how it's gonna go. Can you show us your armor first? Because people did see mine that it's leather. Just take off. You can see Small Boy is using As you can see, marine legs, marine arms, and secret service chest piece, and it's all sentinel assassin. Okay, right. I'm gonna start at 3 and you just spend the quantums. 1, 2, 3. That was 60 fusion cells from a quad faster fire. Tesla, how many quantums you have left? He have 7 quantums left. So he did spam a little bit too much. He didn't really need to spam as much. But as you can see, quantums are really useful in PvP. It's actually giving you an unfair advantage, I would say, because quantums, they did get duped a lot. We know that. 8 in this game did get a lot duped, and people are just gonna run around with 1000 quantums and they're gonna spam it a lot. I mean, I do use quantums and I don't blame other people that are using them, but I'm mostly using them when I fight other people that are actually good in PvP, that are actually spec for PvP. If I'm fighting a normal player, I'm not really using them, and I know those players are not gonna be, they are not gonna be a match for me. But when we're fighting a guy that is actually spec only for PvP, now that's fun. I'm gonna use all my aid, everything what I have, just to do a good fight and to have fun. So now we're gonna test the Cavalier armor in PvP. Now this character is not really spec'd for PvP, but he can do PvP. As you can see, I have a full set of Assassin, Cavalier, Thorn armor set. It's not with AP refresh or something, but it's pretty good. Now you're gonna need AP for this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some distance. Smabra is gonna shoot me with a Tesla first, and after we're gonna test it with, obviously, with the explosive laser rifle. I think Smabra have a junkies explosive, so that one is gonna do some pretty good damage. Now I'm gonna buff myself here, because this thing is actually stacking, and I'm gonna attack him. And now I'm gonna run away, and you can shoot me with the Tesla. And I'm dead. So yeah, Cavalier armor, guys. Now we're gonna seek revenge and we're gonna try one more time. Let's see how he's gonna do round 2. Okay, I died in that side over there. Let's see. We're just gonna go and attack him. And he's dead. But now when he's gonna seek revenge, he's gonna have the advantage to attack us with the Tesla. Let's see how he's gonna be. Okay. And he got us. So to avoid Vats against melee weapon, obviously you can use Stealth Boys, you can crouch down and you can Tesla your enemy. Now, that's the thing, if they're gonna get you in VATS, the melee character, if he's getting you in VATS, probably he's gonna kill you really fast. But to tank that shit with Cavalier armor, it's working, but when you get staggered, as you can see, because Smallroy is using Tank Killer, right? Tank Killer is working with automatic rifles. Tesla can be automatic, obviously, and can stagger you. With Tank Killer. So we got staggered, the Cavalier stopped working, and he just died. So we got staggered, the Cavalier stopped working, and he just died. So we got staggered, the Cavalier stopped working, and he just died. So we got staggered, the Cavalier stopped working, and he just died. So we got staggered, the Cavalier stopped working, and he just died. So we got staggered, the Cavalier stopped working, and he just died. So we got staggered, the Cavalier stopped working, and he just died. So we got staggered, the Cavalier stopped working, and he just died. So we got staggered, the Cavalier stopped working, and he just died. So we got staggered, the Cavalier stopped working, and he just died. So we got staggered, the Cavalier stopped working, and he just died. So we got staggered, the Cavalier stopped working, and he just died. So we got staggered, the Cavalier stopped working, and he just died. So we got staggered, the Cavalier stopped working, and and we just get burned down in a couple of seconds. That's the weakness of the Cavalier armor. Is the weakness also of the Sentinel armor, because you can get staggered in that one, but I mean, you can avoid damage with Sentinel if you spam some quantums, use a steam pack, something like that. But with Cavalier armor, as soon as you get staggered, you are done because it's not working anymore. It stopped working right away, and you can't tank Teslas with this thing. I mean, I know there's players that are better at this thing than me, that they have Assassin Cavalier armor and they actually doing pretty good, but I don't think they're gonna do, perfect in PvP. I don't think they're gonna be so good in PvP. So Cavalier armor, yes and no. If you want to try it, maybe, yes, you can do it, but I don't think it's gonna be as good. So now we're gonna test some heavy weapons, and I'm here in my cool Hellfire Power Armor. And we have Smallbro, our dummy. Now Smallbro is spec'd for PvP on this character, so he's gonna tank some shit, but we're gonna see how my Heavy Gunner character is doing against him. Now, the first weapon that we're gonna test, this is an anti-armor faster fire 50 cal with 250 damage resistance when reloading. Now, this thing is actually really good. The damage is not that high, but the DPS and the anti-armor legendary effect, which is going really good with stabilize and one gun army, is gonna make this thing good. Now, let's see. So if you really mag dump him, you can see that he's gonna die. That there's no joke from this 50 cal. So this is actually good. Anti-armor on heavy gunner in PvP, it's actually good. Now, we're gonna see legacy weapons also, but we're gonna start slowly. Now, the second weapon that we're gonna test is the Junkie's Explosive 50 cal. This one have higher damage, but the fire rate is lower. Now let's see how this thing is going. Junkies, it always was good, and it's doing some really good damage. We don't have the DPS, but we can stagger him with the explosions and doing good damage. So Junkies, explosive, it's always good in PvP. Now let's start with this one. Junkies faster fire rate to dress it Gatling laser. Now the damage on this one, it's probably the lowest one, 68. But look at the fire rate, 227. Now that's DPS over there. This thing probably is gonna burn him. So I'm just gonna try to, as you can see, we're doing some good damage, but if we want to mag dump him, he's gonna die probably. Let's see. That's some damage over there. Also, he's getting some poison damage from the Strangleheart. Now, let's see the minigun. Junkies, faster fire rate minigun. Now, this one have the highest fire rate actually, 255. Now, that's super fire rate over there. Let's see. Yeah, it's doing a lot of damage. As you can see, it's really good. We're not getting to legacies yet. We're gonna try our LMG. Now the LMG is really good because the fire rate is 205. You can use this thing out of power armor because the aim with this weapon is actually really good. So let's see how we're gonna do with this one. Yeah, as you can see, the damage is just insane. Like, there is no joke. This one is the best one for PvP. He's doing the highest damage possible. I don't know why, because he doesn't have the best fire rate. He have good damage, but that's about it. The LMG is really good in PvP. Now we're gonna use a flamer. This is just a non-legendary flamer. And you're gonna think this thing is not good, but it's actually really good, the flamer. Let's see if we can get in range. As you can see, he's melting him like no joke. This thing is just really killing him. So flamers, even if you have a non-legendary one, if you get close to your target, you can melt him. Now I'm curious if this thing is this thing working in Vats? No, obviously not. No. but it's just the range that it's just not high. As you can see, we are here and we can shoot him, so we really need to get close to him. See, again, and now we are in range and we can kill him. So the only downfall of non-legendary flamer is the range. Even if it's saying 224, 28 range, that's just not true. You need to be in the face of your enemy to actually do damage. Because if we come in here, no more damage. Even if we aim, no more damage. Now let's go to legacy weapons. We know that legacy weapons are good. Everybody likes to use them in PvP, and there's a reason for those. They are very badly unbalanced. So, like, just look at this thing, 158 damage. Junkie's explosive Gatling plasma. Now this thing is doing much more damage than intended. Look at this. It's just staggering him, the multiple projectiles doing a lot of damage. And you can see just one pallet and his health is going down like half. So to actually tank this thing, it's really hard. Maybe if you jump, try to jump, small bro, when I'm shooting you. You see, this way, he can tank a little bit much more, but even like this, he's gonna die. So you really need, just look at how much just area damage. I'm just shooting the ground and we're doing some good damage. So this thing, it's really broken in PvP. People like to use it. I know why, because it's just melting everything. You can tank it if you spam quantums, probably. I mean, I did tank this kind of thing with quantums. Do you have some quantums on you, small bro? Okay, try to spam some quantums and let's see how much you can tank from this. 1, 2, 3, start. As you can see with quantums, it's much more easier to tank it. Because you get the health regen from quantums and also the AP, which is going really good with dodgy. So with quantums, you can tank this thing. But let's see the flamer. The flamer have higher damage and this thing, that 228 range, it's really over there. Like I'm just gonna go here. Like I'm gonna go to the bridge. Right here, mob right's over there. And I can shoot him and damage him, almost died. But if I'm here with my normal flamer, there is no way. No way. Look at this. Oh, not the handmade. And my turret start to shoot Smabra again. Oh, we get out of PvP. Shoot me. Good. Look at that range. That's super range over there. And we're doing really good damage. So again, Junkie's explosive flamer, really good in PvP. I mean, everybody's using legacies in PvP, but if you don't have one, as you can see, Junkie's LMG, it's also really good. Anti-armor 50 cal, it's also really good. You just need to aim with these things. Don't be lazy. I know Gatling Plasma is good, but these things are also really good in PvP. So this is everything about heavy guns. They are good in PvP. Not just legacy weapons are the best. You can use other things. You just need to get used to them. This is it, guys. This is everything what I know about PvP in this game. This is my build. This is what I use in PvP. PvP in this game, it's fun. It's just really broken and unbalanced. Maybe one day they're gonna make it to be actually good. But until then, we're gonna play like this. And again, I know this is not the best build. You can do many more builds for PvP. And you can use other weapons. You can be a better PvPer than me. And yeah, just keep in mind, when you're gonna die, if you're gonna lose, if you're gonna win, don't get angry. Don't forget, this is just a game. Have some fun. Even if you fight guys that have better gear, better weapons, try to have some fun. You're only losing 50 caps each time. It's not a big deal, and you can have some fun with your friends. So if you like this kind of video, don't forget to subscribe, maybe press the like button, and obviously, see you guys in the next video.